YouTube, what's going on? Hope everyone is doing well. Let's talk marketing and getting new customers today. All right, so I got a lot to go through and not a lot of time to do it. Want to show you guys a new Yardsigns, postcards. Also, just talk to you guys about getting customers in general. Before I do, two quick things here. Actually, I gotta leave the shades on. I wanna give a quick shout out to one of the guys that watches the YouTube channel. He's 4 years old. One of you guys wrote me a quick email and said, hey, could we get a shout out for Joey Baselia? Is that how you say it? He's a 4-year-old little stud. He's got it going on. Joey, shout out to you. All right, all things being said, let's jump into the rest of the video here. Got a great comment from a gentleman named Alex Kuhn on one of our short form reels that we had on YouTube, I think it was. And he was asking, hey, how do you get new customers? Well, great question. I'm gonna show you what's working for us, but I thought I'd do a little extra here for you guys in today's video. So make sure you watch it all the way through, one of those deals, right? But I wanted to go through about 6 or 7 customers that we've got that are actually completely outside of the wheelhouse about what I'm gonna show you today. So let me go through the X's and O's. If people are like, hey, how do you get new customers? Again, we're trying to get new customers. You're trying to get new customers. How do you do it? Well, you've got the traditional marketing like yard signs and postcards and Google ads and a Google My Business, door knocking, flyers, referral programs, getting on Facebook, Instagram, social media, boosted paid ads, and everything in between. Like that's how you do it. It does take time to get some momentum with getting customers, but that is literally the blocking and tackling. But everything being said, I can tell you that's how you get customers, and that's how we probably have gotten half of our customers. But I will tell you, like, it's the serendipities, the wild stories, the crazy stories, the outlandish stories, where we've actually got some of our biggest customers to date. And I can't just teach you, hey, go pass out a postcard, go pass out a yard sign, and that's how you're gonna get a $25,000 commercial account, because it just doesn't always work that way. What I will say, if you can remember anything from this video, is you have to go out and make it happen. And I know that sounds vague, I know that sounds even arbitrary, I know it sounds very esoteric in nature, but the reality is you just have to go out there and make it happen. Every single day, go on out there and tell somebody about your business. Make a Facebook post, make an Instagram ad. And after 2, 5, 10, maybe even 20 years, things will compound and you'll start knowing what works and you will start gaining momentum. All right, so I'm gonna go through some of those stories and we'll keep this here nice and tight. 2 other quick notes here before I go all the way into it. I will just say a quick little plug. Lawntrepreneur Academy Live tickets, if you guys are watching this video real time, they're gonna go on sale in about a week. So make sure you guys check out lawntrepreneur.academy.com. That's our live event in Novi, Michigan, November 8th. Can't wait for that. And then also, if you guys are watching this video, Saturday is when the price goes up for Equip Expo tickets. The half off code with Brian, promo code Brian, still saves you half off, but the amount doubles after Saturday. So I'll leave a link in the description down below. You can check that out as well. One other quick last note. If you guys are looking for a quality website, my brother's business, Branded Bull, a lot of you guys know Branded Bull, they're crushing it. They just reduced prices. You can get a single page website for $14.95, which is absolutely a ridiculous price. I paid like $1,800 back in the day, and that was 4 years later. They know their numbers, they're dialing it in. Go figure, they actually just signed up with Cycle CPA, they're doing their books, but they know their numbers and they're able to bring down their pricing to be even more competitive. So check them out, brandedbull.com, and they're going all in with the green industry. I think you guys are really gonna like them. All right, that being said, let me pan this around really quick. All right, so I want to show you guys 2 quick things here. These are our new postcards. So we actually just sent out a residential mailer with Postcard Mania. And again, I don't mean to just plug things here, but I can't not talk about them without telling you how we're doing it. So we had Postcard Mania mail out about 12 or 1,300 of these, and then I've got 1,200 physical copies like this in my garage. So anytime we pick up a new customer or a new subdivision, we want to do a like a handbill campaign, we can. This postcard design right here, it's the ones that we sell at lawntrepreneur.academy.com. So about 5 years ago, whatever it is now, folks, we made all of our postcard design templates available at lawntrepreneur.academy.com. So you can basically buy this, slap your name and phone number on it, and then either A, go take them to Postcard Mania, have them print them off, and you can start hand billing them on mailboxes or, you know, door hangers, or B, have them do a every door direct mail or a business select campaign and start mailing them out. If somebody was to ask me, hey, what's the #1 things to get new customers that I would recommend? Well, one, it's gonna be vehicle wraps and signage, right? That's why we went really hard in the paint with all the vehicles getting wrapped, the trailers, the loaders, all that stuff. #2, a website. #3, Google My Business listing. 4 and 5 would be postcards and yard signs. That's why I believe in these so much. Take it to Postcard Mania, let them know we sent you. They'll hook you up with printing, get you some good pricing. I think that's postcardmania.com/Brian. All right. That's the postcards. All right, so the Yardsigns, let's talk about these guys for a quick minute. This is with UZ Marketing, again, another affiliate partner. I got a link in the description, blah, blah, blah. But I think we just scooped up 25 or 50 of these, I forget. I've got stakes previously, and I think it was $329 for whatever quantity I got, 25 or 50, maybe I got 100, I don't even remember. But basically I wanted to advertise for more commercial lawn and landscaping. So I put these at the exits of all the tech parks that we're in. So commercial lawn and landscape, Brian's Lawn Maintenance, now accepting new clients, and a QR code that goes to our website. So I feel like that looks pretty sharp, pretty clean. It's not too gaudy either. And this is what we're using for the blocking and tackling. We talked about yard signs, we talked about postcards, we talked about websites. Like this is how we're getting new customers with our lawn and landscaping business. By the way, sorry about the wind, but let me go through this really quick. You guys got like 2 quick minutes? I'll give you a bunch of case studies. I wrote down, it's all BS. That's the title of my video, right? The Sherwin-Wixom, right? At Wixom Road that you guys know, and that site's been on all over YouTube for 6 or 7 years that we've had and retained that site. Right place, right time. They found me on Google way back in the day. I called 2 of my peers, said, hey, should I pick up this site? It was June. It was, 18-inch tall grass, mowing tall grass, right? We didn't do it for free, but it was 18-inch tall grass, and there was an outside property management company managing it. This wasn't anything I advertised for or anything I tried to get. It just came in through Google. Rogue voicemail. Both my peers said, turn it down. A site like that's probably got problems if it's 18 inches tall in June. Ended up not being the case. It was a unicorn. It was waiting to be found. It was a diamond in the rough. We scooped that up. Another one, a big HOA. I actually took 8 years to get that HOA. I courted the president. Her name's Robin. She was a great gal. She still is an awesome gal. 8 years as my company got bigger, she said one day, hey, why don't you take a crack at the HOA? We keep going through companies every other year. I've seen your business grow the last couple of years. Why don't you take a shot at it? That wasn't a yard sign. That wasn't a postcard. That wasn't some guru on the internet or YouTuber telling me how to get new customers. That was just being friendly in the community for a very long time. Giant commercial, wrong business. They actually called a competitor of mine that has the name Brian with it, a larger outfit nearby. They do crappy work, don't worry. I hope that video, or hope this gets out to them because they keep bad mouthing my name, even though I keep getting their voicemails about all their 1-star services and reviews all around the town. But nonetheless, company called me thinking it was them. I said, hey, you got the wrong company, or meaning to go with the other guys. They said, we don't really care who does it. Give us a shout, give us a bid. And we did. Not only do we get that site, one day while I'm doing this giant site, the garage door opened next door to the business that was adjacent, and I went over there and I basically said, hey, if you guys are ever looking for lawn service or snow, give us a shout. We'd love to throw a hat in the ring. Plant manager was actually one of the 2 guys that came on out, and he said, well, and the plant manager, I'm responsible for this. Give me a quote, price, and bid. And we did. Okay, that wasn't a yard sign, that wasn't a postcard, that wasn't a technique, it wasn't a power move, it wasn't some guru sales statement, it was just right place, right time, all right? And so that's why when people are like, hey, what's the best way to get new customers? I'm like, you just gotta go do something, but it doesn't always mean it's the traditional stuff that we're talking about. The next site that I wanted to say a quick story was a discount tire store that I did for quite a while. And then they unfortunately regionalized it, and now one company does 30 of those sites. We lost it. I've never been fired for doing a good job, but I get it. They have to consolidate. And if I'm the facility manager, I'd be thinking the exact same thing. Well, what happened was I went to a Novi store. My guy that was my guy got transferred to the Wixom store, or to the New Hudson store. So I went over to the New Hudson store, went in there to talk to my guy, and said, hey, I need some tires, whatever it was at the time. I walk in, the grass is tall. I said, dude, who's cutting the grass? He goes, I don't know, but I'm the store manager now. You want it? I said, I sure do. Gave him a bid, a price, and a quote, and was able to lock that down, not only for lawn, but for snow, for about 4 or 5 good years. That wasn't a yard sign, that wasn't a postcard, but we just made it happen. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Oh, how did I get the site 3 sites down? Well, I had the middle site because they saw us doing the first site. How do we get the third site? Well, they saw us doing the second site. I ended up losing the second site, ended up losing the first site. They regionalized, the second one went broke and they sold the business. And then the third site we still manage today, and it's a cash cow for us. All right, most recently, another one. I was driving to go do a commercial bid. I just talked about this on Instagram stories yesterday. Driving to go do another commercial bid. Did not get this commercial bid after about a 2 or 3 week courting process. Before I scooped into that site, I was going down the road, probably texting and driving like everybody else, admittedly. There's a floor sweeper, street sweeper in front of me. It was slowing down, everybody went to a halt. I look to my right, I see a strip mall commercial business, and I said, man, that's got 12-inch tall grass, that's gotta be the site. I scoop in there, go inside, the lady says, no, those people they're not here. And I went, well, that's really weird. I said, you guys got tall grass. So I said, what's going on? She goes, I don't know. Landlord handles that. That's not my problem. I go, who's the landlord? She goes, that's the adjacent suite. I said, interesting. I'll come on back. Go to the other site, meet my contact. It was 2 buildings down. Like I said, I ended up not getting it. Stinks. We'll get it long term. Came back right after that sales conversation, went back to that same commercial business, 2 businesses down. And I said, hey, can you introduce me to that dude? She goes, sure. She walks me over. I meet a guy there. He says, actually, who you're looking for is the other owner. That owner, Big Fish, owns like 5 commercial buildings where I live. We have a quote out for 3 of them, plus a huge mulch job. Okay, like, that guy's like, hey, I appreciate you're fast, you're quick, your quotes look good. I'm already contracted with a guy for lawn, but you know what? Let me see what we can do for snow. And more than likely, we're gonna scoop up the lawn by next spring. Was that a Facebook ad, an Instagram ad, a yard sign, a postcard, a cool slick video? No, that was just turning over rocks. That's just diamond in the rough stuff. And so, again, guys, you watch a lot of YouTube videos out there on how to get new customers. There's a lot of people putting out a lot of stuff that's questionable at best. A lot of folks want to give you the silver bullet and say, just do X and you'll get Y. And I want to say the same thing. Like, I want to say, in theory, yes, that works. But my top biggest sites that I just talked to you guys about that are probably responsible for over 100 grand worth of annual work were just me introducing myself, saying, hey, networking, asking what people do, and making sure people know who I am around town. And that's one of my big quests right now as we continue to grow our business, court and pursue more commercial work, is to let people know we exist so people know of us, and then we also can turn over rocks and find who's the big fish, who's the real estate agents, who's the brokers, who's the guys that have the big commercial sites, who's the real estate guys in town that are selling all these businesses, so that when they even do switch over, they got a guy that they can send that work to me. And so either A, the landlord takes care of it, or the new tenant takes care of it. Either which way, hopefully it's us. So all things being said, that's what I got for you guys today. I wanted to make sure I got back to Alex and answered your question about how to get new customers if you're just starting out. Here's the one thing that nobody will tell you, and very few people are really honest about, or if they do know it, they just aren't really good at articulating it. Getting new customers is still going to be a time game. I've got Lady Luck on my side, like so many of you guys, but we have 18, 19, almost 20 plus years in the business. It's now starting to compound. We've got $30,000 of branding going down the road. It's just starting to work. We're in these commercial tech parks. People are seeing us more frequently. They know we're going to be the go-to people for commercial snow and lawn. It's just starting to work. And this is all in the last like 4 or 5 years. Right? So you have to give it time. It's not going to happen in a day, a week, or a month, or even a year. It's probably going to be a 3 to 5 year ramp up process. But when it does, you'll start getting momentum and you'll start getting customers like that. And that's the exciting flow state of being a business owner. All right. That's what I got for you guys today. Hopefully this helps you guys out. No guru quick fixes here, just straight truth, straight answers about how it's worked for us. And hopefully that just jogs your memory, jogs some thoughts, gives you some creative ideas to go make it happen for your business. All right, that's what I got for you guys in today's video. I'll leave links in the description for Brandon Bull, UZ Marketing, our postcards, all that stuff. I'm not here to plug it just to plug it. They are tremendous resources. We've already paved the road for you guys. Follow the road, go make it happen for yourself. And that's what I got for you guys on today's video. Don't forget to get your Equip Expo tickets, links in the description. Don't forget to check out lawntrepreneur.academy.com. LEL tickets will go on sale next week. Over and out. Have a great day. Bye now.